Testing, testing. Are we live? Yeah, go into my World of Warcraft. Let's see if everyone can see me. Okay, I forgot how does that. Wait, 30. Let's see, I'm going to my thing so I can actually watch the chat. I definitely wish I had another monitor. Or I wish my other monitor was working. Okay. Here we are. Now, this is going to be a World of Warcraft live stream. And you may have noticed that was my fanfiction profile. So if you're interested in fanfiction, you can check that out, I suppose. But for now, hope everyone's having a wonderful day. I'm going to be demonstrating World of Warcraft as a new player, although I'm not really new, but how it works for a new player. First, simply put, moving around, very simple. You right-click to turn, and the default is to have turn keys on your A and D. I tend to swap it to strafe for those, make it simpler, and not potato clerks, of course. I would rather eat a snake, I think. Just the thought of a spider gives you the shivers.
We'll find that missing expedition.
Yeah. It's pretty simple to get set up.
I need everyone in top form if we're to complete this mission. Show me what you can do.
Yeah. World of Warcraft is a game that starts very simple, and your character and their options grow steadily more complex. For example, there's about 3 pages of spells I'll eventually get.
Next? That's odd. We weren't expecting rain. The Alliance leaves no one behind. Keep your guard up. Private Cole will run you through the rest of the drills. I need to discuss this storm with the helmsman.
Hey there, good evening. Let's see now. I don't really have that many retro games anymore, unless you count the original Doom. Ooh, I know. Birthright the Gorgon's Alliance. I should probably play that one sometimes.
Never run from your opponent. Stand your ground, fight until the end.
Now, I'm not sure if I agree with this private core, but he is right. Basically, if I turn around, I can't hit him. I have to be facing my opponent to deal damage, though. And if I was facing multiple people, or rather, if there were multiple people on my team, it might be useful for me to have them facing in one way so they can all attack me from behind. I get a new ability. Shield of the Righteous. Right now, I'm basically a protection paladin by default. What that means is, essentially I'm being designed to be a tank. As you can see, Crusader Strike does damage directly, builds up holy power, and Shield of the Righteous costs holy power, and smacks it for damage and gives you armor. Now, I'm trying to keep track of the chat, but if I'm missing something, let me know. Hello there, Lazy Days, and hey there, Joffrey. And Shred, pleasure seeing all of you. Now, I'm definitely liking the new expansion as far as the leveling system goes. I've got to say, they've got really good cinematics. I'll be quiet for a moment. I've never played in Mist. Now, I'm playing as a Draenei.
Recruit! Thank the light. Are you injured?
Let's see. In World of Warcraft, there's a slight difference in each of the races, but unless you're going really, really, really top tier, dungeons or raids, it doesn't matter.
We'll find that missing expedition.
Let's see. As a drawn eye, for example, and I access my spellbook, I get Gift of the Naru, which heals myself or someone else by 20% of my health over 5 seconds. Makes a little bit of shadow damage, and I get a bit more strength, agility, intellect. And apart from that, I'm very good at cutting gems. Now let's see. Murlocs.
Are dangerous in large numbers. Take back our supplies, but avoid fighting too many of them at once.
One of these days, I might show you guys my Iron Man, classic attempts, where basically I try to beat the game without. I reach level 60 without dying. I have not succeeded. Oh, and one thing you probably want to do as soon as you start the game, go into your settings, turn on interface, and set up auto loot. Because it's so much better just to be able to right click anything and get it. But yeah, in Classic, these Murlocs are things to be feared. They come in large groups, they hit hard, and most of all, you see how these enemies are yellow? That means they won't attack you until you attack them first. That's not going to be the case in Classic. Pretty much all, everything on like the first area is like all red, it seems. Now I can zoom out, zoom in. Now, once we finish this area and get to an area where there's transmogrification, I'll probably update my character look.
Keep your guard up.
I thought that this guy looks kind of cool. Like, I'm kind of thinking like a little bit like a Saiyan. I'm lame. That's it. What is one animal you would want to visit but is very dangerous? That's a good question.
Don't worry. We'll find the expedition.
I have to think of that.
Never seen a storm like that.
I do like snakes. So I'd probably like to see a poisonous snake come by, but it's one of those I like to see with a nice big glass, wall between us.
Stay focused and sharp. You three, scour the island for any sign of the expedition. Recruit, you and I will scout ahead.
Hello there, Dodo Bird. Let's end. Don't worry, Repent. I'm glad to have you here. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar, World of Warcraft is called a MMORPG. That means massively multiplayer online role-playing game. What the role-playing game is, it's pretty much like a classic role-playing game. Build up your character, they get stronger, they get new abilities, they get better gear.
Hungry.
Poor girl. Let's fix that.
We'll find
The
that
MMO
missing
part means
expedition.
that there's a bunch of players who are in the world at the same time you are. By which I mean you will sometimes run into them in the field, interact with them, and of course do like dungeons and raids with them.
He's my son. But more than that, he's a soldier of the Alliance. We leave no one behind.
I'm out of range.
I know very little about the Megalodon, but I do find that thought cool. And I leveled up. I get my first healing spell. One thing I do like is how they squish the levels. Before, it used to be like you level all the way to 120 and get like, what? I think I'm at abilities. Like, I get like 30 or so abilities total, but to be over the course of 120 levels, like the last 30, 40 levels, you're pretty much dead. Like, you're just leveling up for the sake of adding in a bigger number. I'm now curious what Furcadia is.
estás?
Eat first, Ilaria. You need your strength.
Right, one of the nice things is that a lot of stuff you need to do, like if you need to do something for a quest, like that quest I had to, right click that, cooking fire to, cook the food. It will, highlight it for you so you can see
The
it.
Alliance leaves no one behind. Recruit. Quillbore are far deadlier than Murlocs. You need to be ready for the dangers ahead.
Only in modern WoW, she is not familiar with classic WoW. In classic WoW, I'd much prefer facing the, Quillbore.
Alright, let's see what you know. Crusader Strike increases your holy power. You'll need it to use more potent abilities. You're brimming with holy power. Fine work. A skilled paladin builds up holy power quickly. Good. Keep using Crusader Strike to build up your holy power.
Let's see. I'm definitely out of practice. Like, I used to do like in-game raiding, so I'm not nearly as good as I used to be.
You have enough holy. You're out of holy power, so use Crusader Strike to generate more. You're getting the hang of it.
Okay.
Keep using
Please
Crusader
tell me
Strike to gain holy
I'll
power.
eventually get the ability to get holy power from the Crusader from that. Just checking. Oh, good.
You have enough holy power to finish. Good. You're ready to face the
It's
Quillbore.
too far away.
Let's get our people back.
Hello there, folks.
We have a mission to accomplish.
Greetings.
I wonder if it would be nice for me to like read aloud these
We'll head
quest
north
specs.
and rendezvous with the others. Ilaria, recover your stamina before pushing forward.
First things first, you see that little thing over there? That little icon refers to treasure.
I've never given up on
It's
any
often
member
useful.
of the Alliance. I'm not about to start by failing my son.
And there's often nifty stuff in those. Hello there, Kennedy. You can see that the chest is colored purple to symbolize a treasure. And now I have a piece of not awful equipment. I'm going to upgrade this one too. Yay! Let's see, where's my upgrade? Oh, I'll figure it out later. I'll empty wallet, not empty map. So, let's see now. I definitely feel like they've improved the questing experience a lot over the years. I started playing in Burning Crusade originally, and it's a lot more, I want to say cinematic.
Over here. The Quillbore are conducting some sort of ritual.
Without it being, how should I put this?
You've got my
Disruptive.
attention.
Now, let's see.
Keep your chin up.
You can have multiple quests at the same time. For example, right now I got to kill this Wreck Og and slay 7 other people.
Let's go. Those monsters have my son.
Henry, I didn't see him, but I'm sure he's still alive.
I know. I raised him to overcome any challenge.
Now, once you get later in the game, you will have enough abilities to do instantly like every single cooldown. It's like every second and a half, typically. Especially once you get geared up. But the downside of having a system of progression, you have to have something to progress from. Hey there, Jason. Now, where's that person?
I'm out of range.
I have to go this way. Hammer of Justice. One of my favorite paladin abilities. Let's see. Nothing quite like basically having an on-demand stun. Which basically means that for 6 seconds, my opponent's sitting on their butt while I smack them around.
What the
Case in point.
power?
No, Crystal's under the table. It's just that my computer, my second monitor isn't working. So I had to look at this the whole time to see what you guys are saying.
Our next sacrifice.
I knew the Alliance would rescue us. Let's get out of here.
He's a friendly little guy. Let's see. Oh, Jason, my dad loves playing this game. Awesome. What does he go, Alliance or Horde?
You're Captain
What does he like to do?
Garrick, Henry's mother. You always said you'd come for us.
Well, he was right. Now, where's the
What
rest of
can
the
I do?
expedition?
I'm not sure, but I know how we can find out. Bring back
Let's see.
something interesting. I
use
brought
the
along
Scout-O-Matic.
a miniaturized Scout-O-Matic 5000. Let's just unshrink it. Too big. A slight adjustment and... There! Just right. Give it a try. Come in. It seems the Scout-O-Matic 5000's camera is working as expected.
So wait, if this thing is a
It has a
camera, why
camera.
does it need me to ride?
And why does anyone need to be up there?
As a backup, of course.
Oh,
What if
that
the
answers that
machine were
question.
to break? We wouldn't be able to see. I mean, I doubt anything of the sort will happen. Just don't jostle it around too much.
Quiet. I see something.
We will take your soul and raise the dragon from the dead. The full force of the Alliance.
Let's say, can you post more often this channel?
Ha! Our dragon will crush them. We have other rituals to oversee. Savor the final moments of your life.
Remind me to figure out how to, so that it's not popping up.
They're bringing a dragon back from the dead? How are we going to deal with that?
We have to
Well,
stop
I've
the
killed a bunch of
sacrifice.
dragons
But it
before,
would take
so
an army to get to
I'm
all
gonna go
the
with
dead.
Or
killing them.
science. The resizer can enlarge one of the nearby floors so it can trample all of those monsters flat.
We don't have any other choice. My son's life is on the line.
There's no problem that engineering can solve.
I think that's basing that achievement on my completing a different one.
Take it easy. One giant
That I
ball
definitely not do
coming
100
out.
quests so far.
Let's just calibrate the resizer.
But as far as Jason's question, can you post more often on this channel because I love this channel, more? Let's see. It is possible. Now, I want you to test the resizer thingy.
Whoops, too small.
Aw, look at him.
This
He's
time.
all cute.
Okay, try it now.
Something tells me this isn't going to work properly.
Right. Ooh, that won't do it all. Here, try again.
This is World of Warcraft. I'm kind of zoomed in, so... In fact, I like to generally be zoomed in a lot when I'm not doing serious stuff.
Eureka! A giant boar!
Not gonna lie, that is cool. I can be a raging boar on top of a raging boar.
We'll find that missing expedition. Keep your guard up. We'll deal with the army. The rest of you, push
Have a good
forward
one,
and set
Jason.
up camp once we've cleared a path.
Now that's it.
Mother! I knew you'd save us!
Well, if its skill's gonna have no cooldown, it's gonna kill
Take
him.
down the larger ones. Something's happening to the boar. Hang on, recruit. We've dealt with the undead. Now let's finish off that necromancer and save my son.
I generally agree, Cathu. Sorry. Yeah, Crystal is misunderstood. She is sweet and means well, but she also makes, mistakes. Can I play Cyberpunk? Possibly in the future. I need to buy that one first, though. And you've been stunned, evil guy. Try to die.
Good riddance. Let's go check on Henry.
Mother,
And I have a new ability.
I'm sorry.
Consecration.
I tried to fight the ogres. They were too strong.
Henry, always remember that you are more than your mistakes. Now, Private Garrick, I want a full situation report.
I enjoy the chance to chat with you folks. Now, I'm sure this probably isn't, the most interesting way to play a game at this point. Like, I'm just doing the very basic stuff. Later on, I'll show you something cool, I think. Like,
Yes, Mother. Captain Garrick.
I wonder if I would be interested in watching, like,
The ogres
endgame
are
stuff.
using necromancy to raise a dragon from the dead. They need sacrifices like us to fuel their magic. They're about to start a ritual. It's a great God. They're going to use the life force they gathered to reanimate the dragon.
Then we need to move quickly. Recruit Private Garrick. The Alliance never gives up hope.
Wow,
Even
I
in
am
the
a
face of
tall guy,
disaster.
aren't I?
We'll put a stop to these rituals before the ogres can complete them. Let's go.
Like, this guy barely comes up to my chest. Now, if I recall correctly, we're probably going to have, like, multiple quests coming up soon.
Together, we'll see our way through this. Don't leave your post unattended.
Basically, this one's asking me to, learn how to, buy and sell stuff.
You need something?
Don't mind if I do. Now, a nice thing is that, at least in the modern version of the game, it'll let you know the stuff that's basically useless, so you can just go ahead and sell it. First, gonna put that. Gonna put that.
Safe travel.
For the honor of the Alliance.
Ogres and necromancy. A dangerous combination.
It's always nice getting a new bag.
Stay focused and sharp.
How many bags do I have? Dang.
Private Corps, reporting for duty.
Let's see that.
For the Alliance. Ask that Paladin's ghost if the light can lend us a hand.
Well, if it can handle, at least lend me a super shield.
Alright, let's see what we can find.
Okay. So I should probably take my time while going through this.
I'll try my best to help. Be careful out there.
Now, let me ask you this. So far, you've seen me doing like 3 types of content: Genshin Impact, Minecraft, World of Warcraft. Which of those contents would you folks most like to see going forward? Okay, I'm gonna go talk to Ghost Paladin. And don't worry, I'm not afraid. After all, I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Darn it, I was gonna make that sound better. Okay, go up. How up do I need to go? I probably need to go back left, don't I? MS-DOS games. I have to figure out how to get the size right, but I could try to play like Birthright, the Gorgon's Alliance, and that's an old one. Well, I'm not sure it's MS-DOS. It's more like the mid-90s. Now, let's see. Okay, stop jumping. Ooh, I forgot to
It
zoom in.
seems the Harpies are holding one of your people captive.
That's Mary, our mage. We have to rescue her. Stay away from dark magic. Be careful out there.
I can get that paladin thing. Wait, I missed a quest. Okay, let's see now.
We will see this through. Remain calm.
I will say this. One of the things I like is that,
Let's deal with those harpies. I
How
just
should I
hope
put
Mary
this?
is okay.
She will be. Come on.
at least until recently, like I remember like back in Mississippi Pandaria before then, it seemed like it was just like the alliance is humans with like just a splash of other races. So it's nice to have them all.
Dispel the foul magic that binds me here. I attempted to
Grab yourself a
remove
DOS
these
box.
rituals.
I wonder if they have Stonekeep. I'd love to play Stonekeep again. Let me look that up afterward.
But the ogres ensnared me, drained my power. Free me so I might recover and pass some of my power
Step
to
forward,
you.
Paladin. The light will aid you in your time of
The
need.
spell is weakening. The light returns to me. Freedom. You have my gratitude. The
Nah, I'm super speed.
accept my blessing.
Divine shield will protect you against the altar's dark magic.
Let me add a few action bars. One moment. I wonder what will happen if I try crossing without it. Cool. Well, I found out. And that's what happens when you die. You go back to the nearest graveyard, and you can run to the nearest to your corpse. If you run, then you survive. You may also choose, if dead, to resurrect to the graveyard.
Brave Paladin.
Yeah, definitely want to use, Word of Glory in the future. You see, each of these abilities, some of them are probably going to be useless for me depending on what specialization I go with. But I'm not going to know which ones until I choose. Like, it's very likely I'm going to go with some variant of probably, Retribution just for leveling. Okay, so I got Purge, burn the totems, kill the harpies, and save, Merity Huntswell. Let's get to it.
I need to get close. I'm out of range.
Thank you, puppy. Now there's a chest over there. I'm going to grab it. Hey there. How you doing, Corroded and Resk? Pleasure seeing you again. New armor. Always nice. Now, unfortunately, like, how should I put it? In the early game, your character is just plain powerful enough. you would probably never actually need those healing potions. Let me see if I can get past this without getting hung up on the land. So, it's one of those things that back in the day was very useful. Like, when I'm doing my Iron Man runs in Classic, having a healing potion is really helpful.
I'll cast a spell to get this up out of here. You knock puppies off of me.
At least I won't starve.
There we go.
Just a nibble.
Hang in there. I'm here to help.
That's very kind of you, Cat Goofy.
I'll heal you.
And let's see. Rest, our day has been kind of basic. Got up a smidge late. Nothing special.
Something huge is headed this way.
We can beat it if we fight together. For the Alliance!
You're stunned, you stand still, and you die. General rule, while you can't ever dodge regular melee attacks, like, except by pure stats, if there's something on the ground, you can likely dodge it.
There. Come on. Let's get out of here while we can.
Okay, let's grab the last two totems. I'm sorry to hear that, Rusk. Yeah, it's definitely not fun, being, I should put it. I look forward to everyone getting the vaccine. Or everyone who wants it, at least. Hopefully everyone. And then this pandemic being over. I'd like to take Crystal on a date, a proper date. Not just like, us ordering out for dinner. One thing I like to do is I like to set it so that, where is it? You can always see the nameplates, because that gives you a very good idea where your enemies are. You can also auto run by using the Q key, which I'm doing right now.
We have to rescue my friends.
Here.
Have patience.
Flu fever. I feel you, Rusk. I'm a hair salon since COVID. Our salon's been so slow. I work only 3 shifts, so I have a lot of days blending into the others.
Perseverance.
Yeah, I've been afraid to even go to get my hair taken care of.
Well, time to get to work.
You're a true hero. Stay away from
We have
our
saved,
The captain will be
the captive.
Let's get back to camp.
Now, right now I'm going a bit faster than normal because of a magic enhancement that's temporary. But
Saved
once you
Mary.
level up,
All thanks to this recruitment plan.
you'll be able to use a mount. Sorry, at level 10, I think it is.
Keep your guard up. Lives depend on us.
At which point you'll be able to run like that most of the time. Let's see. Rich Dedic. Do you like any of the Far Cry games? I remember playing one of them. I really enjoyed it. But I haven't played any of them in a while. I should see if we have any of those on our Steam.
I
just want to get back to the mainland.
Giant pit of spiders.
It is good
Fun.
to see you. Go with the
Good
light.
luck. Those survivors are counting on you.
Rescue anyone you can find.
Out the rain.
But yeah, if it's your first time playing World of Warcraft, you know, you'll end up on the same spot I am. Like, I chose to play as an alliance, so if you play as an alliance, you'll, you know, be in the same area. But if you're more experienced, you get the option of playing, you know, different starting areas.
Too far away.
As you can see right now, the difficulty is fairly low. One of the few things I dislike about World of Warcraft is that until you reach endgame, it's pretty easy. Although I'm sure there are ways to make it more challenging. You can hit over some, let me know. Aww, dog snuggling is always fun. I remember those days.
Out the rain. It's too far away.
He's dead too.
Is someone there? Help! Elu, guide them to me.
Don't you just love spiders? Oh wait, hate. Hate's the word I want. Hate spiders.
And then those who feel me in here shall burn.
Let's see, what's the main point of World of Warcraft? It's one of those games where you can, you know, choose to play it however you wish. Like, you can choose to, it's got like a pet battle game, which is more or less like, you know, Pokemon, except more basic. It's got playing against other players, you know, trying to beat them either in like large groups or small groups. It's got facing, you know, powerful monsters.
You saved my life. Allow me to return the favor. Hop on.
I guess I'll ride around here.
Elu, please shield us from harm.
Yeah. It's a game that's designed to basically let you play however much you want and enjoy it for as long
Out
as
of
you
the way,
wish.
little spiders.
Like, in Doom Eternal, I haven't done it yet, but eventually I probably will beat Ultra Nightmare
These poor creatures.
on
They
all
cannot
the,
stop to help.
for both the main version and the expansions. And when that happens, well, I'll basically beat in the game for all intents and purposes. In this, you might beat the game, and I can beat the final boss of a raid, but the next patch is a new raid, new challenges to overcome, you know, with friends.
You did a good job.
It's a decent single-player game, but it's a great multiplayer
Fighters
game,
were
I'd say.
victims too. They just lost their home.
Yeah. Well, I guess you could see it that way.
You should have
No
known
worries,
better
happy to help
than
you
say
rescue.
that to a druid.
Ah, you were just telling me how much you hate spiders.
Ogres and necromancy. The
dangerous
light
combination.
shines on all creatures. That does not mean I have to like them.
Stay focused and sharp. Recruit, you're with us. The rest of you, stay here while we head to the Citadel.
But yeah, let's see now. Looks like I have another quest over here. Let me take a look at this. It's a danger sign. It's not dangerous. No, not going to do that. This is a 3-player quest. While I might be... Actually, you know what? I'll give it a shot. Let's see if I can beat it at 1-on-3 or 1-on-1. It might be stupid of me, but hey, I'm willing to do it. It'll be fun. Now, since this is a 3-player quest, it's designed for, well, a team of 3. So I may be overmatched doing it by myself. Where is it? Where are you, Killclaw? There you are.
I need to get closer.
Resk, is it like a game you can play with your wife? Yep. In fact, I used to play it all the time with Crystal. And we're hoping to get her back into it. And what on earth happened to that guy's side? Does anyone else see the giant weapon that's buried in this thing's side? Just me? Since he does more damage tonight, I'm going to focus on staying alive. Let's see how being paladins. It's pretty hard for most enemies to kill you. Now you can choose to click these buttons, but that was dumb on me. I got distracted. Ooh, there's treasure in here. Let's find it. Now, as you can see, your gear upgrades your character in certain ways. Like, armor reduces the damage you take, percentage-wise. Strength, for a physical attacker, will increase the damage you deal, and stamina increases your health. And this one gives you haste as well. Haste, means that it cuts the cooldowns of your abilities. And I think it's got a couple other effects, but I forget what they are. My goal is to finish this island, and then I'm going to call it quits today. Oops. There, I got you. As you may have noticed, enemies do respawn over time. Sometimes faster than others.
Together, we'll see our way through this. Don't leave your post unattended.
What's on your mind? Keep your feet on the ground if you feel a strange tingle. That means the illusion is working.
Resk. I'm going to stream until I finish this
Just act
island,
like it over
which
and get us inside the
probably
city.
about another 10, 15, 20
Don't
minutes.
use big words. In fact, don't say anything at all. Just smile and wave.
Wait, is that my brain showing? No, that's a skull. That's a tusk. I was going to say.
For sacrifices, go to cooking pit. Wave at Gorgoth. Show what you got.
Keep moving. Let's see what we can learn about the ritual.
What do we have here? All the sacrifices we thought we lost.
You can do a lot of commands by just slash typing it. For example, slash hug. You can create your own by doing slash me punches or in his two faces. Or in this case, /wave.
Take them to the back. We'll seal them with the wardstones like we did their leader.
The quest is saying type
It's
/dance.
time to complete the ritual atop the citadel. And all will bow before us.
Now you can see my awesome dancing styles.
You dance good.
They never claimed that ogres were
I
intelligent.
think you're taking the ogre act a little too far.
Let's see what did happen to the screen. I actually can't see the live stream.
Captain Kelra! No, no, no! How can we break these seals?
There is always a way, Henry.
Yes, because if there wasn't a way, we wouldn't be able to beat the level.
We can't rest until we stop the ritual. Keep your guard up. Gorgroth mentioned wardstones.
I've got a new
Find
ability,
them so we can
Hand
free
of
the
Reckoning,
captain.
which honestly is a pretty useful ability if you're a tank. Because it basically says, you will attack me. But since we're doing single player, it doesn't matter much. Okay. I need to go kill some ogres.
I'll try my best to help.
Kill a lot of ogres.
Watch out for ogres.
So where am I looking for the... Hello, Wug. I appreciate your simple-minded directness. It's a pleasure.
It's too far away.
I have not gotten the vaccine yet, not due to lack of desire, but because it's not available for 33-year-olds yet in my area. Now you see, because I've taunted you and Hannah Reckoning, he will attack me to the exclusion of all targets for these few seconds. Hello there. Is it Plasify?
Good sacrifice.
I'm definitely looking forward to hitting level 10 when I can actually ride my mounts. Hey there, Ed. Welcome. Glad to have you.
We keep sacrifice. You know, stop it.
Nice thing about stuns is not only do they stun everything, they also interrupt abilities. Oh, I need to kill more stuff. Let me fix that.
I'm out of range.
Say smash. We smash.
I need to get closer.
feel bad because I just dance with these folks. Let me grab that chest one. I'm sorry you're not doing too well, sweetie. I know the reasons, but I hope you get better soon. Okay? May look hard, but you'll do fine. I have faith in you.
I'm out of range.
Is this game good? That's a question from Ed. Honestly, I want to catch up to the new expansion, but I would say overall, yes, it's a good game. It's very good at what it designs, what it wants to do, if that makes sense. Like, it's a game that anyone can get into and play at a level that suits them. Like, you want something that you can just go in and slaughter a bunch of, very weak enemies, it's your game. If you want a game that's so hard that the best players in the world try thousands of attempts and die, dozens upon dozens upon dozens of times just to be one boss, it's that game too.
We have to rescue my friends.
And everything in between.
Thank you for saving me, but we still need to stop Golgroth. I owe you my life.
Okay.
Ritual must be stopped.
Now this is showing me how to do a dungeon. You can go here, or in my case, I'm just going to press the I button. I queue up for a Dark Maul Citadel, and I'll get started. Now I can use this system to queue up for all kinds of different dungeons throughout the game. Right now it's only showing you the basic ones, but later on I'll show you more. Now right now I'm playing with other players. Now, this is basically a training dungeon to give you an idea of how it works.
This place is full of necrotic energy. They must be close to reanimating the dragon.
This is, I believe, the last quest before the end of the dungeon, or the end of the island. Now, obviously, since it's a training dungeon, there's no real dangerous mechanics. But if this was a real dungeon, most enemies will have, some kind of ability, or multiple, which, depending on the difficulty, may be very dangerous, or utterly pointless.
I'll keep his attacks focused on me. Henry, you heal us up.
Understood.
Out of range.
As a general rule, bosses tend to be immune to more things. Like, you're probably not going to be able to stun a boss. Ooh. I got a shield. Nifty. Mine. Generally speaking, any loot you get in a dungeon can be traded with the people you did the dungeon with, but only for a short amount of time. That said, the loot you get, I should put this, not all loot will be usable by everyone. Like, for example, I use plate armor and no other kind. Like, technically I can equip it, but it won't do anything. This person, Shakira really, is a human hunter. The fact they're a hunter means they use, male, armor. Which means that to them, my plate armor will be useless. This one's a shaman, they also use mail. This is a priest, they also use cloth. Let's say for all classes and specializations, you'll have one damage stat, whether it be strength, agility, or intellect, that boosts your damage directly. And then you'll have a bunch of secondary stats.
Now, everyone!
So actually, I have to go back. Now it's time for us to save the world. I mean, not really. Like, honestly, even if we failed, it's not like the Alliance would fall to a single dragon.
No! He's completing the ritual! Nothing happened. I think we stopped it.
Don't give up! We can still win!
Let me heal her a bit. I don't know if she'll actually die, but another piece of gear. I'm having a good day.
We've done it! The ogres and their dragon have been defeated.
Generally
The storm
speaking,
is
someone.
cleared.
Sorry.
Recruit, speak to me when you're ready to leave the Citadel. We need to find a way back to Stormwind.
Have I heard of the platform Twitch? It's great for streaming. It might be.
Ogres
And
and
I've actually used to watch stuff on it.
dangerous combination.
I just don't have to figure out how to set up multiple platforms. Hey there, Dee Dee.
Look! Alliance reinforcements!
There you are. We've been trying to get you to stop the leak shit.
Ah, there's the question.
Together, we'll see our way through this. Don't leave. Excellent work, recruit. Hop on a griffin and fly home to Stormwind.
Yep, definitely looking forward to flying home to Stormwind. For among other reasons, I'd love to be able to get on my mount again. Because I have a decently large mount collection. 180. Like, there's people who have much bigger, but I'm pretty good.
In time, the island will heal from their dark rituals.
Look on the horizon. One of our airships approaches.
A true testament to the strength of the Alliance. Come on, recruits. Let's go home.
There we go. I was like wondering how long it's gonna take for us to skip it a smidge. Here we go. Now let me ask you this. Would you folks like me to do more World of Warcraft live streams as well? And if so, would you like me to do it on this character or on a different one?
Stormwind City. Capital, though they hail from many different lands, the races of the Alliance convene in Stormwind on matters of trade and diplomacy. Their age-old enemy, the Savage Horde, poses an ever-present threat. But no matter the challenge, the soldiers of Stormwind stand ready to face it, fleeing a distant world overcome by demonic corruption. You and your fellow Draenei have secured a new home among steadfast allies. Azeroth faces countless threats. Bold heroes are needed to rise up and defend her. For the Alliance!
Would you folks like to see a Crystal join in on the streaming?
Best of luck to you.
Now let's see. I could, you know, skip ahead, but I'm going to do the city tour because I'm showing this for a friend as well.
Feel free to explore the city with Lendy while I report to King Ren. I'll send word once we have our next mission.
First things first, I'm going to get that mount training, and then I'll be able to ride my mount. One of the things I love about this game is how, since pretty much all the quests, you know, still exist from the old days, like you'll often find stuff like, from like 10 years ago in, the capital cities.
Back in Stormwind.
There's so many stories you can play. One moment.
You need something?
Did you get directions?
Go with
When in doubt, you can ask the guards for directions. They know a lot.
farewell.
Nothing compares to the power of sight. Old Town, here we come. It's a bit of a run, so follow me and don't get lost.
But yeah, like, in this case, I might do, like, just, like, basically the way they've got it set up now is for a new player, you're locked into Exiles, or each the island I just completed, and then you do the Battle for Azeroth expansion, and then you enter the, most recent expansion. But if you've done that once already, you can do any one of the previous expansions instead of Battle for Azeroth, or you could do the original starting, area. Of course, it's not the original, but the more modern original, if that makes sense.
Hello. See you later. How are you? See you around.
Good day to you.
As you can see, she's lit up. That's because she's a quest character.
Hello.
Now I'm going to learn how to ride my mount.
Have a good one.
About time. Now, you can choose any one of your mounts, or what I like to do is I like to choose a random favorite mount. So like, so let's be my Storm Saber, my Frost Saber. Like this one, I spent weeks getting. Like, and it actually used to take even longer than that. Because the way to get this mount is, you have to do daily quests in one area for like 30 days. A little proud of that. This one I got in a more recent area. This is from Battle for Azeroth. I'm trying to think. I want to say it's Mechagon. But each time it's going to give me a different one. At least some of my ground mounts. Oh, and also I've got a special mount that I spent 10,000 gold to obtain. Traveler's Tundra Mammoth. Very useful. If you can fork over the gold, totally worth it. Actually, 16,000 gold. Not 10,000. Dee Dee, that line. You like the when I'm riding, Dee Dee?
It's good to be back in Stormwind.
Let's see. Now I need to choose a specialization.
Let's visit a trainer to learn about specializing your skill set.
Yep. Here we go. Basically, specializations in World of Warcraft are almost like subclasses. In fact, that's what they essentially are. So, for example, well, as it says, Holy Paladins, they're healers. Yeah, they can do some damage. They can fight in the open world, but in an actual dungeon or raid environment, they're pretty much going to heal everyone. Protection Paladins, they're defensive powerhouses. Like, I love playing as a Protection Paladin in endgame content, because I like trying to stay alive when everything's trying to kill me. And finally, Retribution Paladins specialize in blowing things up. So basically, right, you can choose to change at any time. Now, to choose your specialization, well, you can go down to, where is it? Specialization and talents, or press the N key. Let's see it. In this case, like I said, I'll be going with Retribution.
An excellent choice, indeed.
And feel free to ask me about it afterward, Dee Dee, and I'll be happy to show you how to get it.
Arcanon Poros. May your days be long. Your
Nothing compares to the powers to the pig and whistle.
Let's see.
First round's on me.
Do I actually have a two-handed weapon? Oh, I have this one.
I can't learn that spell.
There's no reason to carry something you've already learned. So I just blow it up. Here's another one of my favorite mounts. It's a Regal Riding Crane. I got this from Miss Pandari, I believe.
The Horde
Well, I'm not 100%
raided
sure.
and destroyed most of the city a number of years ago. But as you can see, it's been rebuilt, good as new.
Except for the part where Deathwing then attacked and blew it up. Or at least, the park. That poor park. Now, what I'm doing is I'm making this in my home. What that means is, I have an item called, or at least I will have an item called a Hearthstone.
See you later.
This item lets me teleport to here from anywhere in the world on a 30-minute or so cooldown. So, like, I can set myself to have a, home in, like, near, like a city that I go to regularly, and use that Hearthstone to take me there.
Hey there. Have a good one.
Ooh, I just passive effect. What'd I get? Nice. It's cheaper.
I'll try my best to help.
Now let's go through my abilities, because I'm Retribution Spec. Okay, I'm going to definitely need to get a two-handed weapon.
Be careful out there.
Like, Shield of the Righteous, it requires a one-handed, a shield, basically, I think. Let me check. Maybe it doesn't. I wonder if it'll let me do it. Oh, I have a shield. So let's see what happens if I take off that shield. Nope, I need a shield. Okay, as I'm a Retribution Spec Paladin, my main weapon type is two-handed weapons. Now, let me sell some stuff. That's the nifty thing about this Traveler's Tundra Mammoth. I can sell stuff, while I'm out in the adventuring world. It may cost a pretty penny up front, but it saves you so much time down the road. Never get rid of your Hearthstone. You want that always. I feel a bit ridiculous riding a giant mammoth. Okay. let's see. I'm going to end the stream in about 5 minutes. I just want to see if I can get a two-handed weapon before then. Because it has to be kind of awkward. Now, it's pretty fast to level up in World of Warcraft. As you can see, I'm level 11 already. Maximum level is level 60.
It's a success, Captain. This must be the new recruit. Welcome.
We've been through a lot together. Best of luck to you. We'll meet again.
War against the Horde weighs heavily on my mind. What news do you bring, Spymaster?
I have received word that the Horde has joined forces with the Zandalari Empire. Their naval might is now vastly increased.
And we must make new allies of our own. Jaina, what of Kultiris?
Lisa Frank Arndt. I'm not familiar with Lisa Frank.
Can you convince them to rejoin the Alliance and add their strength to ours?
I must at least try. Without their support, our ships will be no match for the combined Horde and Zandalari navies. I will return with the Kultiran fleet. Or not at all.
Be careful, Jaina. Light be with you.
And need I remind you that Jaina is the reason Kultiris left the Alliance. They will never welcome her back.
That is why she will not be going.
Nice, yeah, it's an actual person. You can usually tell who's real and who's not, because the real ones will have like blue names.
A king is only as noble as the causes he serves. Greetings, friend. Captain Garrick speaks highly of you, recruit. I am certain that Jaina can depend on you. And so can the Alliance.
Oh wait, I speak to Captain Garrett. I'm stupid.
Good to see you, recruit. Best of luck. I know you have a bright future ahead of you. Stay safe out there, and always remember your training.
I like her. Okay, let me take this to the docks.
Safe travels.
And then I'll call it quits right before we start the next part. Now, any final questions before I end the stream, folks? Feel free. All right. Farewell, everyone.